Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be getting deeper into this dieselpunk thing, and I want to be talking about a turn of history in general. Do keep in mind, I'm not turning this into a dieselpunk channel, though I will be making more dieselpunk videos. What I love about this channel, this is pretty much a everything I love channel. So everything to the 90s to politics. I don't necessarily love politics, but I like talking about it. To like social issues, to wacky things. So keep that in mind. And I guess this is a wacky variety. So today we are going to be talking about dieselpunk again, and I want to be talking more deeper since I have a little knowledge now. I'm still recently new to the genre, even though I always been into this type of stuff. I started out like in steampunk, but the Victorian era was never really my thing. However, getting into this, dieselpunk was more my speed. So, what is dieselpunk? Well, essentially, it's a lot like steampunk. As for steampunk, it's set in more in the Victorian era, but with modern day technology mixed with new technology. You could say dieselpunk is frankly sort of similar, except for it's set in the first two world wars. Through the 50s, that's kind of the end point of it. And the point is, they mix modern day technology with it. So it's similar to that. Who are their biggest influences in the genre? Well, pretty much like pulp fiction, not the movie, but like actual pulp magazines. Pulp magazines were a magazine what had stories in there, but they were done with cheap paper. I actually like pulp. I think they're interesting stories. Also, they're really influenced by depictions of war, but they don't necessarily glorify war. They don't glorify war at all, in fact. In fact, a lot of the diesel punks I saw on YouTube explain diesel punk understands war is bad. They understand that the Nazis were bad and everything. The idea, and it's kind of a postmodernist thing, it's to kind of poke fun at both propaganda and war. But to never sugarcoat it at the same time. There's also, a little side note, there's also a thing called deco punk, which is kind of the same thing as diesel punk, but just kind of clean up a little bit, and it's more about, it's more about like a war. It's detective stories, noir stories. But I do like dieselpunk a little better, because it reminds me of something straight out of the pulp or movie serials. Speaking of pulp and movie serials, a lot of it is taken a lot from Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, and even the more gritty side of it, it's taken from The Spider. And if you haven't seen the serial The Spider's Web, you can find it on YouTube. Go check it out. The Spider's Web. It's very cool. And also, like The Shadow and stuff. Now, alternatively speaking, a lot of people who are in the diesel punk community say the steampunk era kind of died off by the sinking of the Titanic. And that's kind of where diesel punk era started. So it's kind of like these mix of like things. Anyway, this is going to be part 1, and I hope you join me to part 2 on this. See ya.